Bonsai and good morning, grinders. It's time to rise and grind. All right, it's a Monday. We're going to start the work week out right. Yeah, try saying that real fast in the morning after you just had your workout. Anyway, woo, it was a good one today. It generally is. But like almost always, I did not want to get up. Had those same doubts and tricks in my head saying, you can do it after work. You can skip a day. Heck, you can skip a week. It's time for a break. All that stuff goes through my head every morning just about. But I try to push through it because I do fortunately know the benefit of how good I'm going to feel after the workout's done. The endorphins kicking in, feeling all positive and yippee-ki-yay, you know water. Yeah, feeling good, like L.A. night. Yeah, that kind of thing going on. So, what happened this weekend? What am I going to talk about motivation-wise? Well, you got ups and downs, man. Ups and downs, pluses and negatives, positives, rainy days, all that thing. Days of the Dead is a horror convention. Happened down in Indianapolis this past weekend, and there was a guy going to be there named Tim Capello, who you may or may not know. He is the really buff saxophone player early on in the movie The Lost Boys. He doesn't really have a role other than playing his song. He's up on the stage doing this "I Still Believe" song, and it's pretty cool. It kind of sets the mood for a lot of what's to come. Well, I had seen that he was in Indy one other time, but I didn't go see him. I had other stuff and didn't realize who it was and whatever. And I said afterwards that if he ever came back, I was definitely going to make the trip and go meet him. Because the Lost Boys soundtrack is really powerful for me. It's one of my favorites because just about every song on there rocks. There's a couple slower ones that generally I kind of fast forward through, but for the most part, I really like the music. Behind baseball, it was that Friday when I was rocking out to that soundtrack for my workout and everything. I was all pumped and ready to go, and then found out my brother passed, and that tore me up a little bit for a while. And I was not able to listen to any of the Lost Boys music. But because I had listened to it so many times before, on YouTube, just playing the soundtrack, I Still Believe and Cry Little Sister kept popping up over and over. And eventually, I went ahead and listened to one, then the other, and then I'm back now to listening to the full soundtrack. It's just one of those weird things where an association was made in my mind, but I'm back to listening to the soundtrack now, really enjoying it. So I really wanted to meet him. So we went there, got an autograph and a photo with him. He was really cool. And, I told him, I said, you were the main reason I came here. Now, there was also Anthony Michael Hall supposed to be there. I wanted to see him too, but he canceled. But my main reason was Tim Capello. And it was great. And then the negative hits. He was supposed to play that night. They were going to have a concert with a few bands, and he was going to play his song, which, if you dig a song, you really want to hear it live. It's generally not as good because it is live, but you want to hear it live. That's always fun. Unfortunately, something went wrong with the sound check or something, and he did not play. We saw him leaving, and the other band started up, and I just wasn't into them. So I waited around for a little bit to see if maybe he'd come back, and no, I don't know what happened, but it wasn't working. He ended up not playing, and we left the next day, so I didn't get to go back and talk to him. So that was very disappointing, but, that's the way life goes. I didn't let it ruin my weekend. So, it is what it is. Had some positives, had some negatives. So, hopefully, they kind of balance out in the end. And then I had my therapy this morning. So, I am pumped up and ready to go. As you see here, we're doing the, this is the extra stuff from Athlean X. He wants you to do it twice in a row, 5, 5, and 5 on this. And let me tell you, when I finish those bent over ones, even though I'm only doing 15 pounds there, my arms are just noodle-fied. You know, they are wobbling like a rubber band. There's nothing left in there, which is good. So I got to take a few seconds here, get a drink of my power drink, and get ready to go for my third and final set. It's six reps of all our glorious exercises for our full body workout. And I noticed that the camera's doing a little better. So instead of having it zoomed at all, I've got it all the way out, and I think that's helping it focus on the background or whatever, so it's not all blurry. So hopefully that fixed the problem. And we'll move it around here. I probably don't always have the best angles. My idea mainly is just to give you the idea and, to show you, you can do this every day. We all have those negative thoughts and excuses. You got to have discipline and consistency. If you just have the consistency of doing your workout, getting in there and doing what you can, as Tony says, my favorite line of all time, do your best and forget the rest, you're going to make progress and you will see results. And you're going to feel good about it. That's the best thing of all, is the positive vibe you get from doing your workout. So we're tracking it down now. We're all the way up to the bicep curls. So we're about done here. I decided we'd do the other arm. My left elbow's playing tricks on me. It's getting a little sore. I don't know what's going on in there. It might be tennis elbow, something like that. I don't know. I haven't gone to the doctor to have it checked because, unless they really know what they're doing, they're just going to pick the easiest thing and tell you it's that. Don't have a lot of faith in doctors. Surgeons, different story. But your GPs, not so much. All right, so here I'm setting up for the final one, but I decided not to film it, give you a flex there. Had to do that last 2 sets of 5. So, bonsai, bang. We'll see you next time.